Hello Virgo Libra, thank you so much for coming to Echo Catcher Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the 22nd to the 30th of April. So take what you can use and leave what does not connect with you. The Oracle cards go here, which are all for you. The Tarot cards over here, the energies around you. So you decide how the cards apply to you. I read them, you decide. So your first instinct when I read a card of who you think it applies to is probably your best choice. So kind of go with instinct. Alright, so the first one for you is 25, Breakthrough to New Dimensions. So something is going to happen where you're going to feel beautiful, you're going to feel just happy. So this is Migaloo and Migaloo Jr. So there's something that's going to come to the surface. Maybe you've been working on something for quite a while. Maybe one of your parents kind of supported you and pushed you or helped you, or you're breaking off from something with your parents, maybe moving out to your own place, starting your own business. So then 23, Distinctive Potential. Rely on faith and the knowledge of nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. This is the Narwhal Whale, and this is their tooth. It's usually their left tooth. So there's something about you that is really different, that is, people are going to notice. There's people like you out there because there's other Narwhal whales, but something about you really stands out. So when you break through the surface, people are going to notice that distinctive potential within you. Those are two really good cards to come out. So now I'm going to switch to the Chakra Wisdom deck. And you have Two of Coins. So Two of Coins is being flexible, compromising, having a situation come before you where you have to make a decision. Do I go there or do I not go there? So this card tells me that something to do with compromising and being flexible. So let's see, the next card is Nine of Cups. So it will be prosperous for you to be more flexible and compromising in the situation, I feel. Unless you're like that to somebody else, switch the cards how they apply, and feel free to vice versa, masculine, feminine energy. So this is somebody feeling very proud, very happy with the decision, with their compromising, I feel, and death. So there's an ending. So there's some sort of ending where somebody's walking away from something and it changed them. So the High Priestess, wow. So the High Priestess is somebody who has very high intuition, very high psychic ability usually. Somebody who knows things. They're very serious. They don't play around. They tell people like it is. So if somebody betrays them, they'll usually end it. They're not going to give somebody a second chance. So they're just a higher rank usually because they have more knowledge. So then you have Knight of Coins. So Knight of Coins is somebody usually younger, is what that means to me, and somebody who's stable or they want to offer you something. They're very emotional. Ace of Wands. So I feel like this person sees you as very independent, very beautiful. They're physically attracted to you. And Temperance and Death. So we have Death and then Temperance. So Temperance to me typically means a second time around. Something didn't work because the timing wasn't right. And so when it comes around again, it will work that time. And so maybe something that ended before is coming back around again. Four of Wands, wow. So Four of Wands is long-term commitment, marriage for me, something to do with a house. Somebody has very strong intuition around that. Marriage, house situation, commitment. So she knows a lot, and I don't know how to always explain it. So the High Priestess knows just from her feelings, and she gets things that come to her to let her know what's going on, like if there's betrayal. And people think somebody can read their mind in that situation or something happens. That's not how it works. They just are in touch with the vibration of the other person. What females usually are, they can tell when there's a discrepancy, if you will. So Six of Swords is the swords pointing down, so somebody is moving away from a situation. So this is clarifying somebody coming in to offer something. So I do feel like this could be somebody coming around a second time that moved away from you before. Ten of Coins. So 10 of Coins has something to do with your birthright, your name, your family, which we do have the possible inheritance and family helping right here situation, starting a business. 7 of Cups is somebody missing something. Something, it's almost like their whole life they've missed this one thing. And then the next one is King of Swords. So King of Swords is a king, and he's very communicative. He's very strong at wanting, like he's a good debater. He's very good at communicating his desires, his wants, his life. But this is somebody spying, I feel, and somebody wants to communicate. And maybe there's some connection here between something from the past and that right there, is what I'm kind of feeling looking at it. Alright, I'm switching to the Mystical Cats Tarot deck for you now. And you have Sky Queen. So Sky Queen is somebody watching you. Somebody's very cold. And then 2 of C. So this is true love to me. This is 2 people who totally connect. And then selfishness, 8 of C. So this is something to do with selfishness from the past. And then pride and ego. So I don't know if this King of Swords wants to talk about being selfish and embarrassing himself in some situation. This is strength, which could be Leo placement. This is clarifying the person watching. And then grace. So grace talks about, it's clarifying the true love card. So to me this talks about 2 people who keep going on their path no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many tears. They know they have faith together that at the end it's going to be bliss, it's going to be happiness. And I feel like also these 2 people talk kind to each other. Like I'm seeing a lot of respect there, which is weird because I don't see it here or here. So I do feel like somebody could be shifting and being a lot more emotional and communicative about their feelings. Alright, so Ace of Fire. So Ace of Fire to me is a warning. It's clarifying the selfish card. So that would mean when you get that feeling somebody's not being truthful with you, this is clarifying to listen to it. It's correct. So then we have 3 of Sky. So I was feeling good that this had not came out yet. This is a third party situation. It's clarifying the pride, embarrassment, where it looks like somebody brought mischievous friends or mischievous third party into a situation. And they knew better. So 3 of C talks about friendship, so there's strength with friends in some sort of situation. And 9 of Fire is clarifying the grace card. So there's somebody with an addiction. They're telling this person with addiction to be kind to yourself. Do not berate yourself because you have an addiction, or they're just telling you don't do that. The universe is supporting you. Those of you who have an addiction, don't berate yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Just move on and tell yourself you're going to just day by day. So then you have 3 of Fire, which is looking to the universe, asking why things happen the way they are. And then 4 of Earth is selfishness. So there's a lot of selfishness around a third party situation or mischievous friends. And that's not good. So then you have 5 of Fire, which is conflict, people bickering, and it's clarifying the friends. So I feel like eventually people are not going to be getting along. So you're looking at your future, your long term, and you see somebody is not being stable, not being grounded, and they have a lot of people around them. There's a lot with pride and ego in this reading. A lot. I don't know if somebody's a narcissist, but... Alright, so I'm going to switch, sorry about that, to the Oracle of Eve for you now. So I'm going to have a drawing at 5,000 subscribers where I'm going to give away a deck of cards. It has to be a deck that I use. You can choose and I will send a winner a new deck. So I'll have more directions when I get closer to 5,000. So this is Silver Lining, 37. So something's going to end and it's going to come full circle and you'll understand why it ended. And then the next one is Free Falling, 5. So this is change. So you have an ending and then change, and you'll figure out why everything went the way it did. So the change is going to be very good for you. The ending is going to be good for you because you have the new beginning here. But it appears almost as something has to end for the new to come into you. Which sometimes we have to get rid of energy to bring new energy into us from other people around us, if that makes sense. So the first one is 6, freedom. So you have free falling and you have freedom. So this says the tricheraton there, which is your faith, what you believe in. Whatever your higher powers, whatever you feel like you support you and makes you be here on earth and go through what you go through and where you're going to go is what that is. And then truth, look at this. So you have 25 twice, breaking through to new dimensions and truth. So this to me is heart healing, this is soul healing, this is having a broken heart. So some of you learned from this, there's something powerful that you learned from this. This is almost amazing. Something very powerful that you learned. So you have 25 and 25, and it's going to, it was a tremendous, powerful learning for your sentient and your rank in spirituality. Wow. Beautiful. Alright, so then you have trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So you see how he has his hand on his heart. I feel like a lot of you are very good at knowing from the heart hurt and the faith that you understand you have to be careful who you exchange energy with. You can't just trust everybody is good to give your energy to. You kind of have to hold back on your energy and learn who's good for your energy and who's not. And then autumn, release the old and rest. So this talks about release the old, release the hurt from the broken heart, the pain people have caused from you, and this will allow new energy to come to you. I feel like when the leaves fall off the trees and they're all broken and dry, it allows new green leaves to come into the tree. So this is what you're doing. So much good is coming into you in a lot of ways. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Bless you.